It's one of your Hollywood Kaiju bad boys, Brandon, here to say, New Podzooky! I'm having more fun with these intros lately. Anyways, we have back returning champion Nick Johnson, friend of the show, master of taste, to watch Peacock King. It's from the director of Riki-Oh, that's all I gotta say. Not as well as you'd expect, but it's fun. Also, it's on archive.org, so, maybe Google that. I believe in you. As always, if you like this podcast, please leave us a little review, maybe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you find it, and tell a friend. That helps the most. And you can always email us at podzookypodcast@gmail.com. That's Podzooky podcast@gmail.com. And we'll read whatever you write. If you recommend something, we might watch it. We've done it a few times. Anyways, let's get to the madness. Bye. Love you.
Render unto Ghidra what is Ghidra's. 10 to 1 he sees you through a beaker and a tweezers. Read the fine print and be like, what's the big deal? Spun wheels of steel since broke wheel, big wheel. Back when it was greasy as curl, now it's easy dread. Had a rhyme on how they used to tease him about his peasy head. Yes, y'all, to the beat. Have a ball.
Okay, I'm cutting this part out for sure.
I don't want to do it, but I just really don't have a good one.
Yeah.
Using socialist trains? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, we got it. Okay, now we're officially recording.
Cool.
So Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Anyways.
That's another thing he did like Hitler. He got shot.
Yeah, he's like his idol. It's kind of nice. We're going to move that away from here because I remember this.
All right, let's not talk about it anymore. Let's get into the movie.
Okay.
Never
so
again.
Trump's in the news again.
Yes.
Welcome to
There's
Podcast.
Donald Trump's in the news. You hear about this? Yeah.
Yeah, I got my job back.
But
But
suddenly
also-
Jay Leno's not looking so bad, eh?
I just love I got my job back, but also I think we should kill the president. He's gone super leftist since he's retired. Welcome to Podzooky, America's favorite podcast, here to talk to you about Golden Harvest films.
Cloaked in denim.
Yeah, I'm glad you recommended this. We'll get into this a little bit, but we should do our introductions. I'm one of the Kaiju Hollywood bad boys, Brandon Kirkman.
I'm another one of your Kaiju Hollywood bad boys, Luke Evans Flip.
I'm your third Hollywood Kaiju bad boy, Martin Felshman. Brandon, why don't you introduce our special guest?
We're having back returning champion and special guest Nick Johnson. Woo!
I'm Nick Johnson. I watch bad movies and I have a fun job.
Yeah, I feel like I've said it before in the Q episode. I'll say it again. I think the reason Podzooky exists because of you being a great friend since high school. But I feel like all of the bad movie recommendations and unique fun ones have been over the years.
Because of you,
because of
another
you, everyone
movie podcast exists.
Hey, listen,
All these movies.
Congratulations.
I mean, I think we're pretty unique in the market because everyone agrees it's flooded with 2 white guys talking. We have 3 white guys talking.
Yeah.
That's one extra. But it's. I mean, just to get into it, I should say this is a Ngai Choi Lam movie. He is famous for doing Riki-Oh, but we're talking Peacock King from 1988, a Hong Kong flick from the Golden Harvest team, offshoot of the Shaw Brother Productions too. So you're in for a treat, baby.
The Adventures
I thought they poached him.
Yeah, they got the talent. Well, he had a few hits. I found out doing some research for this because I've always just known him as Riki-Oh. But he had a film in the early 80s called The Three Stooges Go Undercover. But it was starring Wong Jing at the time, who was like a huge actor in Hong Kong. So it was a decent hit.
Did it have anything to do with the Three Stooges?
Yeah, which one did he play? Was he Mo?
He was Mo, but yeah, it's just 3 funny guys, and that's why they call it Three Stooges.
Oh.
3 funny Hong Kong guys. Which, of course,
So the
very
director-
similar. Yeah.
Of Erotic Ghost Story.
Yeah, which we will do on
Future episode.
Yeah, I want to watch it eventually, but I'm afraid of what I'm going to see because I feel like all of the films I've seen of him, he has a very weird relationship with women, and I don't want to know what his fetish and kinks are now, so I'm concerned.
And violence.
If you're talking about the director, I think we saw some of them.
Yeah, definitely has a thing for baddies and also women that turn into, I would say, xenomorphs mixed with like vagina faces.
Joan Jett turning into... I thought they were going to turn into for a spider.
Yeah.
There's some kind of scorpion monster.
Yeah, it felt like, we'll get into that later, but it felt like kind of a half-baked monster. Like I thought it was going to transform into something a little bit more, but I'm like, I guess it's just like in this weird between stage.
So many of they didn't have a bunch of transition models. They had 2 models. so they would just stay on it for a long stretch of time because you can't show it doing anything other than what it is because it's just a big piece of foam rubber.
Yeah.
But let's start it however this movie begins.
Okay, Peacock King, 1988. There's a lot of great things going with this. First, we got starring Hiroshi Mikami, who's actually a Japanese star too in his own right. I just thought it was fun to note that he was in the 1997 Parasite Eve movie. Then you have Bao Yun, he's a rather well-known martial artist.
The movie that Parasite Eve was based on?
I think Parasite Eve was a novel, if I remember first.
It was a novel, then they made a movie.
Yeah, that's
and
the movie.
Parasite Eve's kind of not really related to the movie at all.
Yeah.
But, sorry.
Yeah, we'll you know what? We'll do Parasite Eve in the future. That would be a fun film to watch to see how bad it is. It might be good. Who knows?
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
I miss late '90s PlayStation FMV voice acting and dubbing.
Yeah. It was back there. You could get a job just by knowing someone, by being a cousin, being a friend.
Yeah, we need to get
good nepotism.
We need to get cousin jobs back, not evil empire nepotism that we have going on right now. Let's see. We also, like I was mentioning, Gordon Liu pops up in this film, which is pretty fun. He's in almost like every Shaw Brothers movie. Yeah.
Now, which one is Peacock and which one is Juicy Fruit?
Juicy Fruit is Hiroshi Mikami, and then Bao Yin is Peacock. So.
Okay, because this is based on a manga, right?
It feels like it is.
Okay, because only Peacock was in the manga. The other dude, Juicy Fruit, he wasn't in it, right?
Hey, his name's Lucky Fruit. Get it right.
I need to read the manga.
Yeah.
I think everything he does is generally based on manga, which is weird, especially from a Chinese production.
Yeah, it's because Riki-Oh also famously Japanese manga that's also hyper-violent. We'll eventually do Riki-Oh for the podcast too, but what a good classic. This one starts off with a scene where they're supposed to be, I think, like in an Antarctica of some sort. They could not convince me that place was cold in any way or form. They gave them jackets.
Wait, that place was supposed to be cold?
They said it's supposed to be like 10,000 below. Or 10, a crazy number, like 100,000, or no, 100 below.
10 degrees Celsius.
Oh, 10 degrees Celsius.
That's a huge number.
Huge.
So many zeros.
If I remember, Celsius means that's 100 minus Fahrenheit.
And it was a secret base. That's why they had all the guns.
Yeah. It's a secret base. It's supposed to be cold.
I will say about this movie, right off, it did look pretty good for 1988.
Yeah, I think they had a budget for this for sure.
He's not a bad director. He's the special effect guy for Shaw Brothers, and he got poached to do special effect movies for Golden Harvest. He's not bad. He's gonzo, but he's not bad.
Yeah, I definitely agree. This I was surprised at how well fashioned this movie was, because once again, I've seen Riki-Oh and I've seen The Cat. Those are batshit movies, but they're still decently made, even I'd say. This one is the one where it feels like this could have been a blockbuster in the 80s if it got a proper release in dubbing, because I'm it's kind of fun. They have a lot of good things going on it. This is later in it, but I think the weirdest part was the club was playing Shake the Firm, which is from the motion picture hit Out for Justice starring Steven Seagal. Literally, it's from that.
That's where it's from.
It's from that soundtrack directly, too, which is really funny.
That was driving me insane. I'm like, what is this?
That's wild.
They don't have the rights to this.
They
There's no way.
Steven Seagal is going to be pissed when he listens to it. Who is a longtime listener of Podzooky. Yeah, we haven't done.
Am I wrong? Did it say the N-word at one point in one of the songs it played?
Probably
during the club.
I think so.
I think it said some word that was oh shit.
I mean, it was
really...
from the Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah. It's we got to make it authentic. We got to make it real. Yeah, we should get back to I think just summarizing the movie as it goes. So they release the Hell Virgin and then just Mean Lady. They didn't.
What were they doing? Were they government? Is that what they were supposed to be? Because it was definitely when when Joan Jett shows up, they're oh, kill that woman. This is supposed to be a secret, but I don't remember them ever telling us who these people were and what they were trying to do.
I don't think they did tell us. I think they were planning a birthday party.
Yeah.
I feel you get this in a lot of and it could just be a cultural thing, but it's definitely a cultural thing where there's maybe some legends and stuff that if you were from Japan or Hong Kong that you'd maybe know so they don't feel the need to give you a refresher on it.
Yeah. Like how they're vampires hop and they have to pick up rice. That's a real thing I want to say. That sounds racist, but it's real. Oh, but
They got her out of a giant vase for some reason.
yeah, the vase was cool. I like the big porcelain breaking noise it made. Was the Hell Virgin in there? Or was that just once again they didn't?
The Hell Virgin was in the
She
first.
was there with her huge eyes.
Yeah, was disquieting to me. I didn't like them doing that. It looked very much like those weird Beanie Baby like successors that you can find at a grocery store.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
don't know what they're called.
I think
Zubilees?
That sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah. I did right off the bat. I do gotta say I like the special effects in this film. Like when she's throwing the
Yeah.
fireballs, I'm like, I think they just made real fireballs and threw them at people.
They absolutely did. You can see the line that each of them follow because it's a very slow shot, but you can see each of them going towards the trucks, and like, oh man, they just lit like a wrecking ball on fire.
It looked very dangerous.
It looked great.
Yeah. And then the fact, like the pyrotechnics for this movie, like when they explode the trucks, looked legitimately like super dangerous. Where like the people that were running and jumping from it, I think had to live.
Yes.
Like it was.
They were definitely taking some chances, I think. And the main dude, Peacock, he was trying to move like Jackie Chan, but he's not Jackie Chan.
I mean,
unfortunately.
I like that they mentioned Jackie Chan like 4 times in the film too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cross promotion.
Yeah. I mean, Bao Yun is friends with Jackie Chan. I'm sure that he did a lot of Golden Harvest.
Oh, he clearly had like the same kind of style. Like a lot of like this was more so like acrobatic stunts than it was fighting.
He's originally a stuntman too, so I would put good money. I didn't look up this because I couldn't find it anywhere on IMDb or Wikipedia. But I'm guessing he was doing his own stunts, especially when I was watching the Ferris wheel part. I'm like, ooh boy, I hope he doesn't mess this up. That would be bad. I mean, we might not have seen this film if that happened.
Oh, I already forgot about the Ferris wheel part.
Yeah, that was goofy.
When they shot the rodeo.
So
yeah, they needed to take care of that advertising money they got from Oceanland.
yeah. So 2 monks. Let's get into it. We got the main
2 monks.
2 monks. Will they turn out to be brothers? Who knows? We have one from Japan coming all the way over to China to get rid of this evil devil hole.
Okay, well, the first scene, was that in China? Because it's mostly in Hong Kong,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But we do have a few scenes in Japan. Like when the 2 monks first meet, that takes place in Tokyo, right?
It's supposed to be.
In the dinosaur exhibit at the Hellhole.
Yeah. Which is
Next to the Italian Tomato Cafe, which is actually in Tokyo.
Yeah, it's
still there.
that's amazing.
It's the building.
They actually filmed there.
It's the building from Gremlins 2.
yeah. Nick, you're
We
getting
just
ready to
never
go
get
to
to see more
Japan.
of
We
it.
need you to go take pictures.
Oh, I'm looking for
and
it.
send it to us for Podzooky. That'll be the most on-ground experience we've ever had for this podcast. I think at this time Golden Harvest was doing cross-productions with Japan, so I think it definitely was.
While I was watching it, I kept thinking that it was like, now I knew that Hong Kong was still under British control at this point. It wasn't until 98 when they went back to Chinese control, but it still felt like it was trying to like get Japanese people to want to move to Hong Kong.
Oh yeah.
Because you have like Juicy Fruit, he's the Japanese one, and he's kind of like really like uptight and not as rough and tumble as Peacock is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just kept making jokes about like, wow, Hong Kong's so great. There's so much great food to eat in Hong Kong.
There's so much great food. You can go to the club and dance. You can beat up taxi drivers after they try to rob you.
Yeah.
I guess you don't beat them up. They
And the
try to beat
Japanese
you up.
religion started in Tibet, which is totally part of China.
Yeah.
Counterpoint, Japan had a pretty ballin' dinosaur exhibit they were making the night before it debuted.
It really did.
And apparently it's a part of a depot warehouse, too. That was really confusing.
I
to
do
me.
appreciate the depot warehouse.
Former morgue.
I do appreciate the former morgue and funeral home, current depot warehouse, having the women's only locker room.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very good touch.
Yeah.
And they still kept it classy.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I just remembered all the little Gumby demons
Yeah, when
that
it's
they
not
showed
there.
early
Guys.
on. Which,
I love
I love those too, but they stopped showing up.
Yeah.
Oh, the budget. They had to
Because
blow
the
it
dog
right
ate
away.
damn.
After learning this is based off a manga, I'm assuming that was a shot-for-shot thing from the manga.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm guessing they were supposed.
A lot of this feels accurate to probably what I assume the manga feels like. It has a manga like sensibility. It's weird.
Yeah, especially their fighting styles, how they're like taking down these demons.
Their energy blasts.
It's a lot of energy blasting.
Gotta go to the women's locker room for no
And
reason.
I'm guessing it was supposed to be that the burger that he finds, like the styrofoam container that had a burger in it. And he says cheeseburger, like the cheeseburger was demons, like the stuff that people put in their body is demons.
Yeah, it's just an analogy for American imperialism.
I love that, but they kind of forgo that.
I like the
To
dog ate
do
one of them.
Regular action stuff.
Yeah, I do like you just let the other ones run away, including that one up that guy's pant leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scrotus monster.
And once again, I was surprised because I think when he gets to Riki-Oh, he's not getting the biggest budget because that movie does have some rough patches. But like legitimately for a 1988 film, the claymation and the stop motion and some of the special effects did look pretty fun. Like,
Yeah.
I should say not to get too ahead of myself. I had a lot of fun watching this one.
They looked good, but the same. They looked exactly as they would have looked in a movie. When did Clash of the Titans come out? I was gonna say that was 70s, but actually might have been
I think it's
just a few years before that.
60s.
Yeah. Oh damn, maybe.
Yeah, I think that was 68.
Yeah,
Really?
Thanks, Steve.
If only there's one more year. I feel like to just get to the summary of where we are talking about, the two monks are introduced. They're told that there's a evil demon in Hell Virgin that's going to be released. That's going to release the Lord of Darkness to put mankind into an internal, shade of darkness and never emerge or whatever. It's stupid. They have a bunch of things called devil holes they have to go take care of, and there's like devil holes. It sounds like my ex-wife.
Now, we watched it. Did we all watch this on archive.org?
Yes. Shout out to archive.org as we do anytime we watch it for Podzooky. What a great resource.
Yeah, thank you, archive.org.
Okay.
Please don't go away because of this current administration.
Yeah. Well, the subtitles weren't great on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely a hard sub, and I think it was.
I love how the monks and demon masters were saying "you guys" a lot.
Oh, I love that.
I got the Blu-ray. It's accurate.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
I did actually write down one of my favorite lines while the master is telling, I think it was Juicy Fruit. About
His name's Lucky Fruit. You're both being so
I'm
disrespectful.
sorry. Juicy Fruit's it's a funny term.
It's
for
really
it.
funny.
When he's telling the story of the Hell King, he said the god of justice defeated and imprisoned the Hell King, who is also referred to as the governor of pain and darkness.
Is that an elected position?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's nice.
Okay, Nick, why'd you pick this? You picked this, right?
Hey, what'd you do?
Yeah, you.
I love this director.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's China's Jim Henson's Muppets.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, a lot of people give him an Ed Wood comparison when I was looking him up for his Wikipedia article. I'm like, I kind of see that, but I'd say he's more competent than an Ed Wood at least. But
he's got like Verhoeven's penchant for violence. This, if you haven't seen his other movies, this is the tamest.
That's what I was going to
tamest thing he's
say.
ever
Like
done.
seems like maybe they were trying to make a more mainstream movie because it doesn't go as far as Riki-Oh does.
no. And then
I think it's the adaptation part. I think this really is accurate to a goofy proto Dan to Dan kind of story.
yeah, it would be fun to check it out.
This is Dan to Dan.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there's mentions of aliens in this too.
Although, I don't know.
I'm going to send my apprentice. Why not myself? I don't know. My apprentice. Get over there. Take care of it.
Also, you can behead me if you want, but you'd feel so much shame if you did, dude. That scene was so weird to me because, like, he doesn't... So, like, jumping ahead, there's a sect of monks that also believe they need to kill all evil, including the apprentices or the masters, because they let, basically, the Hell Virgin go earlier.
Is that what their deal was?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I parsed from it, from at least...
So they weren't working with the Hell King.
Yeah.
I thought they were working directly for the Hell King, but they had like a Hell Minister. Was that the governor
No,
of darkness?
this I'm 100% positive there's supposed to be a different sect of monks, but they believe like in an absolute justice, so that's why they wanted to kill the masters for letting go the Hell Virgin earlier. And then he was like, "Oh, I'll let you kill me so that you'll repent one day." I'm like, "Whatever, dude. That's fucked up. That's not true. They're not gonna care." Yeah.
I love if they had like dubbed this. It would have been like, "Oh, she's the Virgin from Hell."
Yeah.
Hey, it's the Witch from Hell, and they would owe Richard Lewis a lot of theoretical money.
R.I.P. to the real one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Gone and kind of forgotten.
yeah, the two monks basically end up converging in Tokyo to get rid of an evil spirit that's possessing a dinosaur and kills a store manager, which is kind of... they also pick up their companion, which I feel bad because did they give her a name? I kept trying to find it in the subtitles.
She had a name, but she didn't have a purpose.
She was dull as dishwater. She was annoying.
You're going to say this during September, Women's History Month?
Is it Women's History Month?
No, it's not.
I thought this was all. I thought September was all about 9/11.
Yeah, you're going to say this during 9/11 History Month?
Yeah.
Yeah, she...
Parentheses, also Women's Month.
Yeah. I'm going to give it to her, though, because she was, like... She didn't have a big personality, but just the line is like, I'm going to follow you guys because you're on the side of good, and good usually wins. And I'm like, you know what? She sees the script. She knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, I know. And she didn't have a job anymore. She was like, yeah, no, I'm just joining you guys.
Yeah.
I like the manager.
A dinosaur almost killed me. My boss just died. Let's go clubbing. I'm following you around the ends of the earth.
Totally.
Grieving period is over.
They do not seem in a hurry to really do anything. Everything kind of comes to them. I guess at one point Peacock is working with the police.
Yeah, that part was confusing where he's on television.
Yeah.
I thought he was like psychically projecting himself through the television to the other monk, but then it was just a coincidence.
Yeah,
but that made it even more weird.
With that cameraman.
Yeah, they had a good chemistry.
Oh yeah, because he waved like did he know he was communicating with Juicy Fruit and what's her name?
His name's Lucky Fruit. Yeah, it's so they're linked up. They kill the dinosaur. They go clubbing at one point, and then I guess he's trying to solve a murder.
That was a scene when I thought it was like trying to show that like Chinese people do it better, because it really seemed that what is Juicy Fruit doing over there? Just sulking?
Yeah. He's too
afraid.
afraid.
He was getting out on the dance floor and moving, even though he's been wearing sunglasses, even though he's been living in Tibet all of his life.
I'm going to say this. We should do a Moth RuPaul's Drag Race right here.
Moth RuPaul's Drag Race.
The fashion of these monks in this film, top notch. I loved it. He had the little rounded glasses. Mm-hmm. Oof, love that.
No, they're both in very good, distinct outfits. Again, it makes sense that this was based off a manga because they do just look like anime characters the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel also like the giant shoulder pads for, once again, I'm just gonna call it Miss Department Store. Love that fashion.
Very good.
Ashura was an interesting and fun character for the film because I think they needed something to tie them all together. But I like that she shows up after she breaks out, and eventually Lucky Fruit finds her at an amusement park, accidentally killing a bunch of people, and then he's just like, "Oh, she just needs to play around."
The film.
Yeah, speeding up the film, throwing a lady on top of a Ferris wheel. And like I said, that's a part where that for sure was the actual actor, I'm pretty sure, that had to climb up the Ferris wheel and rescue that person.
They did, but I don't know what they did to where they sped it up or something, where you could see that while the woman was dangling, she was going moving really quickly, or maybe it was a puppet and they sped the film up or something because it was swaying in the wind, and as they sped it up, it looked more like they were flailing.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some hinky stuff going on in this movie.
Yeah, there's definitely some little janky scenes going on.
There's a few times when he was climbing the Ferris wheel and it cut to close up, where I swear it looked like there was you could see the reflection of a green screen, but that wouldn't make sense because they probably wouldn't have been using any kind of chroma key back then.
Yeah.
Or if they had, it would be blue.
Breaking all those film facts.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Why do you think they switched from blue to green?
I think just the green's easier to see. Easier. It doesn't have as many colors that could be it.
Hey, listeners, if you're listening, email us at podzookipodcast@gmail.com and tell us about colors, please.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't either. I don't know why they use it for green screen and why that works. There's so much cool science in this world we'll never understand.
I think Luke was right. I think you could technically use any color, but that shade of green is so uncommon that it doesn't really overlap with a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's a good theory. I like that a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun hijinks. He realizes this demon girl, she just wants to go and play around, and then the mean lady shows up and she's like, "Hey, that's enough playing. I'm going to take you back to my hole and put you in a wall of intestines," I want to say.
Yeah.
You plug her up to the blood machine.
Yeah. Put her in the blood machine.
A blood timeout.
Yeah, this is another thing that I think is funny of this film's pretty telegraphed for what's going to happen. they get that weird taxi ride where they're trying to rip off, and he uses his monk powers, I should say, Juicy Fruit does.
I thought he was going to do a Jedi mind trick, but when he kind of did.
He just runs away.
Yeah.
It's like,
Fuck this. I'm out.
Oh, I love that all the cab drivers like join in chasing him down. It's like if one of my coworkers comes in like, oh, this dude tried to rip me off. I'm not helping him with shit.
yeah, I'm not risking my life.
Now, was that in China or was that in Japan?
That was in China because that's after they get to Hong Kong.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe there.
Yeah, that's a knock against China in the movie. That's weird.
It was a little confusing because you saw the plane land when Juicy Fruit and what's her name showed up in Hong Kong, but then Peacock shows up in Hong Kong and you don't get the same sort of transitional shot. He's just there suddenly.
Yeah.
Teleported.
Yeah, teleported.
Yeah.
Faster.
Makes sense.
I like when a movie does that because we always talk about like plot holes, but it's like I don't need to see the journey. He's just there. It's fine. We got movie to get through.
Let's make it work.
Just have him pop in right next to him.
Yeah, but what I was saying about like when a movie is really telegraphing what's going to happen, like the fact that two of those taxi guys follow them into the hellhole, I'm like, you guys are going to get murked so bad. Which sure enough happens. They find the evil lady.
I did want to ask, those guys just showed up, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have character introductions or
No.
anything, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I looked away from the screen for a second. I thought
What,
I
at
missed,
the
like,
end?
No, like the midpoint of the movie when that lady transforms into the Resident Evil boss.
I was thinking Contra.
Oh, yeah,
I think
Jesus.
like Super Contra.
Yeah, they're still chasing him, I
Yeah,
guess.
well, there's nothing more noble than the taxi man, and if he has a fare he needs to collect, he does not leave until his post has been redeemed. Put that on a Podzooky shirt.
T-shirt.
What exactly is a hellhole? I can't remember. Was the thing that
I
she
believe
was
it's
plugged
Detroit.
into
Nice.
the hellhole?
I mean, they never really clearly explained it, but I think it's supposed to be like an opening to the devil world, so that Mr. Big Green Guy can come out eventually.
I guess I get that, but like, which was it? Was it a hole? Was that jar from the beginning? Was that a hole?
I think this has to be like a religion thing because I vaguely
No.
remember this story.
I think that was just a coffin.
But you what?
And then she showed them a quick image of the two monks with their mind powers for half a second to remember them, and then disappeared.
I forgot about that.
Let her go to amusement park.
Oh yeah, there's somebody's sons too, aren't they? Isn't that supposed to be important?
Yes, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
Latter-day
they're-
Saints.
They're the sons of the original organization that's supposed to kill the Hell Daughter.
Yes.
Sorry, the Hell Virgin.
Hell Virgin.
But
The
they
Virgin
didn't
from Hell.
want to, so they ended up getting raised by other guys.
Yeah.
It's just it's these
God
guys
damn,
all
this
the way
movie pissed
down.
me off sometimes. It would be a pretty
Give me
good
some
action
more.
scene and then really boring exposition for almost 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's why I think when we get to the ratings, I'm not going to go like super crazy high. I had a fun time, but yeah, it's like when they slowed down to do exposition, it really was a slog, and like we weren't expecting much from the movie. You didn't need to tell us what was going on.
That's rare for his
Yeah.
films. Absolutely bizarre for his films to have any exposition. Usually it's
It's
explosions.
so much to where I almost think that he's very bored by getting the exposition out. So
Oh.
he's just stacking it all in one spot
Absolutely.
so he can get it over with.
I think we should, I mean, maybe have Nick back in the future, or at least do another one of these films, because like The Cat would be such a fun one to talk about, because The Cat's one of those films where it's like there is almost no story to that, and it's just the most bizarre scene after bizarre scene of like, it feels like as soon as he gets bored, it's like, I'm going to put a giant mushroom monster that has a psychic battle with a cat in this film. Great film.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry.
spoilers.
We're not going to remember.
That movie needs to be a
Yeah,
secret.
it's such a good movie. I think I might enjoy The Cat more than Riki-Oh, but Riki-Oh is a stone cold classic.
Yeah.
But
When we're at the point when like Joan Jett turns into the Resident Evil monster, right?
I'm saying Super Contra Boss.
Sorry, Brandon.
Where literally like a second movie starts up. The whole tone is completely
It really
different.
is.
It no longer is like, oh, the dinosaur almost got me. It's that person's murdered. That person's going to get murked. That one's been torn in half. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
the violence really picks up. And once again, this makes sense for the director's sensibilities, because he loves a violent death.
Oh yeah.
And also, I feel like I don't know if this is reading it too much, but I feel like he's like a John Carpenter fan, and like the beginning of this felt kind of like a almost kind of classic, like Escape from New York, kind of let's show all these scenes, and then it gets into like a Big Trouble in Little China by the end of it.
Well, a problem is I think I had certain expectations narratively And since it was an adaptation, like when I hear that there were 4 more hellholes or like 3 more, I thought there were going to be like 3 more hell baddies that they were going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
But then it all ended up being focused on the Hell Virgin. So that was just because there's like 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. I thought it was going to be a thing like that, where like we're going to have to take down each one in succession, kind of like how the Kamen Rider movie was.
Yeah. Man, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
And a bizarre one.
There's been like a hell grandma,
Yeah.
Hell stepbrother.
a hell
The
grandpa, hell
the Hell
stepbrother.
Prude.
Well, there's got to be a hell milf, hell gilf, hell
The Hell Mary.
great gilf,
Great Jilf.
Helga gilf.
Well, there was a hell
That
ho.
was a ho.
Okay, hell ho, hell milf.
And
hell
also,
gilf.
this starts my favorite trend in this film is like the fake out death of Ashura. It happens 3 times in the film, which is really funny to me. I think it's just him trying.
What was the sacrifice?
And the sacrifice doesn't take like twice in this film. But yeah,
There's like 2 of them, wasn't there? She's like, I'm sorry, I gotta die. Hey, I'm here.
So Lucky Fruit picks her up after they seemingly defeat the I want to say Resident Evil lady boss. It feels like the film was like wrapping up, and then like, oh, they haven't fought evil dude. So this is when they introduce the other sect of monks that go to kill the Japanese.
They were
master.
introduced forever ago,
Yeah.
but they're showing.
with Gordon Liu.
Gordon Liu. They show up
was
to
great.
say, hey, how's it going, Gordon Liu? We're going to kill you for sure this
Gordon
time.
Liu, how are you?
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. He gets murked this time. He gets stabbed. They get really angry and they have a fight. I thought they were going to be like bad guys, or they're going to like channel the hell, demon man, whatever.
The entire time until
Oh no, that was before. He first went after the Japanese mentor, who it looks like it's a fight scene getting set up. He's ignoring them. He's by a waterfall, and he's just like, "What are you guys here for? I got nothing.
Yeah.
Beat it." And they do. They don't even like fight.
He literally is giving.
We got our
he's giving
swords.
off the tone of like, if you killed me, you'd be really sad. And they're like, okay, I guess you're right. Let's just leave.
Yeah, I was so confused, especially by the end when like I thought they were working to bring the Hell King out, but they were at odds. Like they were also at odds with our heroes. And I guess that's just they're compressing all this manga into one movie.
That makes more sense to me now because I'm like, why are these guys here? And like that does feel very manga-esque for sure.
Yet really, if he cared a bit more, he would have made these guys just working for the Hell Boss or get him out of town.
And they fight, and then they're like, okay, let's work together. And like, okay, well, here's
Well,
another
he
way.
has to work with them, doesn't he? Because he's got the Hell Stick.
Yeah.
That makes
He's gotta
them have to
follow
follow
everything he
all of the
says.
Hell rules.
Yeah.
For Hell, Simon Says. Do we see the Master killing the Hell Club Master?
No, he just says he does.
Yeah.
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 With the staff we had not heard of beforehand.
But he did have it beforehand.
Oh,
They just
okay.
didn't mention that, like, this is what gives me my power.
I was ordered to be good.
He was tough enough to talk them out of attacking him, and then he's like, "On the way here, I killed your boss. Now I'm your boss." And they just, all right, that's it. We believe him. That might not even happened. Maybe he just got a stick.
He's like, God, I really hope they fall for the stick trick. I guess it is kind of an interesting thing going on, but I do wonder if that's from the manga. But eventually they find like the location of the absolute hellhole.
Which is in Tibet where they started, right?
What a bunch of dumbasses.
H.R. Geiger's house.
Oh, did H.R. Geiger have something to do with this movie? Because on YouTube I was looking it up before I watched it and I kept seeing H.R. Geiger's name pop up.
Really? Okay.
This is a Golden Harvest production. They didn't tell him this movie existed.
All 3 of us just got our phones out. We are racing now to find out.
Yeah, there's no way.
I want it to be real. Okay, I'll keep talking so that Marty, you're on duty.
But yeah, we're
I'm not gonna
at
find
the ultimate
anything.
hellhole where the Hellmaster is reborn, and the Hellmaster is a guy in blackface.
Well, green face,
A black body.
Shrek face.
which is still offensive. To
It looked
boogers.
like just onyx black to me. Just like
I thought it was kind of a green tint. I mean, especially because when he goes, this is a whole fucked up part. So he becomes bigger and bigger, and eventually Lucky Fruit jumps up to like stab him, but then his body becomes like a translucent green ooze that he gets stuck in.
yeah, it's not a bad effect. It's kind of effective,
Yeah,
especially.
Got slime.
he got slimed pretty bad.
Well, it is just weird because it is just a dude at some points, but then it looks like there is some animatronics or something going on as well.
I thought I saw Dick at one point, and then it was just like a smoothed down Ken Regent. But like, am I going crazy? When he was coming out of the hole, I felt like I saw something swinging.
I was checked out a little bit by this point, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Also, I think it's just the archive.org quality and all that. And it might just been the shadows.
There could just be some dick artifacting.
There's definitely some dick artifacting going on. Dick lostless.
Dickflation.
Yeah, but I think all the special effects, once again, are actually pretty good for this film, and especially like a 1988 Hong Kong blockbuster.
Again, a Hong Kong movie in 1988, this is very impressive. Though I do wonder if they shot it in order, because it does seem like you can kind of tell they're running out of money. Yeah, especially as the film goes collectively. I mean, I know they don't usually shoot films in the order they do, but it kind of looked that way.
It would make sense, especially with that opening scene.
I also don't want to know, because the sound on this was really bad. It sounded like they did a lot of it in voiceover later on, but then there were some scenes where the sound sounded like it was coming from the camera. Like, it just sounded way more authentic occasionally. Like,
par for course for Shaw Brothers and Golden Harvest. Like, I think, what was it? Inframan was the first Shaw Brothers movie that actually had a script for it started filming, and that was 1981. Yeah. So
we've done
this is a miracle
for Podzooky before, and I remember that fact too, and that blew my fucking mind, because that's a lot of films from Shaw Brothers before they get there.
And is it because all the Foley sound effects were recorded separately from the dialogue? Is that why it sounds like that?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's chaos. I bet you a lot of the audio was just lost, and then they had to do it again, and then they probably lost that too, and then they did it
they
again.
lost it one more time because this guy was bumbling around.
Because at first I was thinking like, oh well, they were recording the sounds on set that day, but then there's like the sounds of swords clanging and stuff. Like, well, surely that's not what it sounded like on the day of. That's like Foley stuff. But
I love a bad Foley sound effect for a sword, which this film definitely had in spades, especially when that sect of monks showed up. It is interesting because I feel like there is some good highlights of like they were doing some good stuff here, and then also a lot of like, okay, this definitely is still a 1988.
I will say the best action scene and fight scene in the entire movie, I think, was when the Hell Club showed up in Tibet and Juicy Fruit and Peacock were just fighting them.
Yeah. I mean, they're using their resources, because it's, once again, a lot of people that came from Shaw Brother Productions, a lot of stuntmen working on this too at the same time. You got to have them doing some backflips.
And it's very much like the kind of fight where like they're getting hurt and stuff too, not they're just constant.
But that was well plotted out. I liked that they had the columns moving with the camera. They had a nice track for the camera to follow them from left to right. That's not happenstance. That's a well done choreographed fight scene.
Yeah.
I like that.
Once again,
it was weird. That's at the end.
Weird at the end, and the consistency is surprising for this director, because I'd say even Riki-Oh has some decent choreography, but even that stuff just gets nuts compared to this.
Oh my god!
I think about the Warden fight.
This is just the tiniest peeks into what else he does.
It's a little taster.
This is the tiniest.
This movie kept making me think of the Double Dragon movie from the 90s.
Oh, the classic.
Wasn't Billy Zane in that?
No, Billy Zane wasn't in it.
It had someone else playing the main bad guy, someone who was memorable and really
It
weird.
was the Terminator from Terminator 2, wasn't it?
Was it Robert Patrick?
I think so.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, he plays the main bad guy in that.
Yeah.
I think Matthew Fox was one of the Double Dragons.
Maybe.
It was a terrible movie. I know Alyssa Milano played.
Once again, listeners, email us at podzookipodcast@gmail.com.
But I think it was just with the two monks that just made me keep thinking of that, because this would have been, the video game was probably out by now, but
yeah, no, for sure.
It was just a thought that I had, and I wondered if anybody else.
Because Double Dragon, like the first one was like late 80s, and this was definitely a mid 90s movie, I think, when it came out. Man, we should do Double Dragon for Podzooky.
Oh, that movie's so bad.
It's bad, but it's enjoyable bad. I love that scene where the multicultural gang tries to kill them.
I actually probably haven't.
Oh, you mean Antifa?
Since it came out, I did go to the theater.
Oh, you saw that in theaters?
Yeah, my dad took me and my brother. We were really excited to see it too.
Yeah. It's very much a Mario Brothers situation, I feel like, where they really knew how to trick kids back in the day.
Well, it was. They took a lot more.
I was impressed. I was impressed by some of the actual costume design. I liked the Hell Virgin's end outfit was a weird, like almost like wax upper body thing, and then a normal dress.
I do like the design, and once again, just the weird fight of like using the perspective much. I mean, because I think this is a great recommendation for Podzooky, because clearly kaiju film, because they're fighting a giant dude at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And a giant dinosaur. And
well,
once again,
they were fake dinosaurs, just possessed by real demons.
Well, yeah, but there was a real demon head that came crashing out of that.
It did scream a lot.
The women only, in the women only dressing room within the department store that used to be a morgue.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on for the place.
That's definitely the morgue room.
Yeah,
No fighting in the morgue room.
And also, once again, like even going back to the special effects of like when the hand of the Tyrannosaurus Rex comes out of the locker, that did look pretty cool. It looked fun and gnarly.
The extra effort too of like the split head monster scene where they actually tried to have the split parts animate like talk is they didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
But
I will
they
say
did.
that
It's unsettling.
that model was clearly all foam rubber and had no weight anytime Peacock interacted with it.
It was very funny
yeah.
to me. Putting a lot of energy into making that thing move. I mean, yeah, it's the usual kind of beats. They team up together to use their brother powers, because it is revealed they are secretly brothers. Sorry, spoiler alert from earlier. They team up to use their brother powers to cast, like, I want to say just like a big monk Kamehameha on them.
Yeah, no, the brother Kamehameha.
Yeah, a gentleman's Kamehameha. They explode the Hell King, and they do that classic, they're getting buried under the rubble. Did they survive? Of course they survived. Ashura survived too after her third sacrifice.
To a musical cue of the weirdest song.
This is driving me crazy. So I recognize...
Now she's a normal girl.
I realized that, like, Shake the Firm, because I've just seen Out for Justice so many times, because they used to play it on USA.
So that's the song at the end?
No, that's the club song. The song at the end, I wrote down the lyrics, and I started Googling it. I cannot find the song anywhere.
Well, definitely, I think this is the one I was thinking of where they said something that surprised me.
And were in it for some reason, too.
Well, I think it seemed like it definitely was not someone who natively speaks English.
I don't think so. I think it
was
is
someone speaking like not super well translated lyrics.
Yeah. So that's probably why I couldn't find it. I'm guessing.
But aside from that, it was just a weirdly dissonant song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it didn't sound triumphant. It didn't sound like a battle just happened.
Like romantic R&B love
the
scene from the 90s, basically.
But nobody fucks anybody in this movie, right?
I mean, no.
Weirdly, no. There's no nudity except for the unbelievable psychotic transformation titillation dance.
Disturbing.
But yeah,
Good
they
Lord.
got what's her name there, I guess, to be a relationship interest for one of the brothers, but she doesn't.
This department store. Yeah.
I do love this department store.
Yeah, shoulder pads.
That's for Peacock, and then I guess they're
Worst
they're
employee
implying a
ever.
relationship between Ashura and Lucky Fruit, but they don't put an age on her. But it feels weird. That's all I know.
It definitely feels weird.
She did have that sexy
That's
demon
true.
on her shoulder.
Good for her. You know what? Good for women. I think we should just get into the ratings at this point for this. I usually kick it off. I'm going to take it right away because I feel very solid. I was debating like a 3.5 out of 5. We'll say claymation demons, imps. Sorry, as they're called. I would say Scrotus imps. I would bump this up to 4 out of 5.
Scrotus operandi.
Yeah, Scrotus operandi tunnelingus. I would say it's a good 4 out of 5 because I had fun watching this without anybody around. I would recommend this to people to check out as like a taster for what he does. I would still, of course, go for just doing a classic Riki-Oh or the cat first, but it's a fun, very traditional movie from a very untraditional director, and there's something I really like about that. It really does, and I honestly feel this give off, like I was saying earlier, John Carpenter vibes. So that's why I'm bumping it up a little bit more. But I had a good time. This was a fun recommendation. It was very unexpected.
No, you done?
I'm done.
I'll give it a 2 out of 5.
Damn.
I wasn't having too much fun with this movie. Now, a lot of that could be me that I wasn't paying enough attention to it. But even then, it was just the action scenes were not bad, but for the most part, I think they were just not as crappy as I would have expected them to be for 1988. and then you would have some okay action scenes with 10 to 20 minutes of really boring exposition to where, like, if you don't look at the screen for 10 seconds, you missed most of the information of the movie. And yeah, all the exposition is, like, loaded in the middle of the movie rather than having anything at the beginning. I never really care about Peacock or Juicy Fruit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 2 out of 5. I mean,
fair.
maybe it would have been more fun if I watched it with some folks. Because I was saying some pretty hilarious things. But
Looking over to your thrown away Mechagodzilla.
well, when I thought it was like a kind of like a propaganda movie, I was saying some stuff like,
We gotta visit Hong Kong.
because yeah, well they say like, oh, we got to go to Hong Kong, and then the plane coming out like, yes, beautiful sunny Hong Kong, book your tickets today.
Before the British leave.
And the first time you see her and Juicy Fruit in Hong Kong, they're at like this table where you can see all the food they've got in front of them, and there's stuff in their faces. But
It did look pretty good.
okay, you know what? I'll give it an extra half point. 2.5 points out of 5.
Thank you. I mean, everybody should have their score for how they feel.
Yeah, that's all I got to say.
All right, I want to give this movie a 3.5 stars out of 5.
Ooh, we're going up each night.
I did enjoy it overall, but like Luke, I wasn't maybe paying the most attention. I feel like I would look away for maybe 10 seconds and then miss like huge chunks of the plot, or I don't know, maybe even like a key bit of exposition they're building off of for the next 10 minutes, and I don't have fucking anything to go off of.
Yeah.
There were moments where it would be so easy with the exposition for you just to glaze over.
Oh,
during
absolutely.
it.
I think, I'm going to be honest, I think I gave it a high rating because I was going through something. I think I'm like watching this yesterday on 5 days of terrible sleep. Before I'm going to bed, I know I'm going to get some rest. I was zoned in. I was like, yes, moving pictures. This is fantastic. Sleep's
Brandon
good.
was manic.
Yeah, I truly was when I was watching this. That's the only way I could say it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
how do you get you in this exact same energy and have you watch the footage of the train coming at the camera?
I'll just be clapping and screaming. Yes. But yeah, Nick, we'll see about getting your review for this then.
I'm with most of you guys. I would probably give this a 2 out of 5. I saw this sight unseen before I recommended it. I've seen his other movies, except for Erotic Ghost Story.
Saving it for later for Podzooky.
This is his tamest film. He like you could feast on Seventh Curse and Riki-Oh. You could make 5 episodes out of each. They're so dense. They're so insane. They're so strange. But this is, I mean, it's a faithful adaptation, I think, of how a manga at least feels. I haven't heard of the Peacock King before this, but I'm sure the fans of that would have liked this. But compared to his other works, this is tame. This is fun, but
I gotta watch
tame.
Seventh Curse still. It's like I feel like I do a thing with artists I like, especially musicians, where like a lot of their albums will just slowly go through. Like I finally got to listening to Super Furry Animals Radiator this year, and it was fantastic. I'm kind of doing that with his films of like, I know the Seventh Curse is going to whip ass, but I want to save it for the next time I'm running on 5 days of no sleep.
Phenomenal.
It might...
You have to watch it with friends or be overtired.
Oh, I will also say, I told Martin this, but I watched more or less half the movie, then I left to go to Regal Theater to see the Spike Lee joint Do the Right Thing, and then
A much
I came
worse film.
back. And I watched the rest of this movie.
Yeah, that's really hard to do with like somebody's masterwork and then come back to Peacock and Lucky Fruit.
Yeah, I do have to ask, did you come back right when the guy in blackface came out?
No, there was still more. It was probably like right around the time they were getting to Tibet for the last time, as the movie was picking up / slowing down.
Okay.
And I don't know why I added that. I just did. Oh, see, Do the Right Thing. I'll just say that later. But
Oh, yeah, for when you're directing
Hell yeah.
some plugs.
John
Yeah.
Turturro.
Great actor, great role.
if you want to see John Turturro being a racist, then
Go
I can't think of a
check out
better movie.
Transformers, but then also go
Right.
see this.
With flames coming out of his ears.
Yeah, we should get into the stupid games section
Stupid games.
right away. This is a classic I want to bring up. Marty, I'm sorry to do this because you're going to have to get your phone out again, but we should do a what's the deal with this kaiju?
What's the deal with this kaiju?
Sherry. We haven't done it in a while. I didn't want to do the Hell King because he's obviously a kaiju. I want to go with Hong Kong's tourism. Is that a kaiju, in your opinion?
I mean,
In 1988, though, so this is British-controlled Hong Kong.
Probably if they're wanting to get people like move there. Like,
Yeah.
things are going to be great for a while.
10 years before the destabilization of the economy, I guess. I don't know the exact history of it. I just know the bits and pieces.
Yeah, I don't really. I just know that happened, and I know that there were like quite a few things that were like doom and gloomed about it, like from the late 80s to early 90s. Fucking dude from Terminator 2 was in a movie called Hong Kong 98 or 97, 98.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Patrick.
Yeah.
What a great actor.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
He had big shoes to fill when he got into X-Files.
When he turned into goo in that movie, like, how'd he do that? So impressive. Such a range.
Yeah. You get your money, you get your goose worth when you hire him. Yeah, I feel like we just haven't done this segment in a while. That doesn't make sense. I also didn't have time to write out games.
We haven't. I mean, I could read part of the list because this has not been updated since 2023. In fact, the last thing we added to the kaiju list, I think we must have had James Fisher on because it's Medea.
Yeah, that had to be James Fisher for sure.
What else do we have on here? God from God's Not Dead. Rob's Uber driver.
That's right.
Dim Titties. The fish from Cat in the
That's
Hat.
really Podzooky. I feel like that one.
Yeah.
Oh, they're making they made a new Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, I saw that. Shout out to Tyler Jackson for the Cat in the Hat episode. I think about that film way more than I thought I'd ever think about it. It comes up in the way that I guess Mike Myers talks in that, the weird like sexual tension he has with the one neighbor. There's so much going on in that film.
Oh, I watched Shawshank Redemption last week, and I never noticed before that Tim Robbins talks like Garfield in that movie.
Like Lorenzo Music Garfield?
Yeah, like Lorenzo Music. He's talking under his breath like this.
He does.
So it made me think that I want to see him play Garfield, but not like voicing a cartoon. I want to see him in Cat in the Hat style prosthetics.
What's he been doing? I haven't
Garfield.
seen him in a film forever.
Plowing Susan Sarandon, I hope.
Hell yeah.
Silo. Apple
Oh,
Silo.
he's in that show?
Yeah.
It's so hard
He's
to
in
tell
that show.
because, like,
I hope he's
I'll
having
never
fun.
know because it's on Apple Plus. You could tell me anybody's in that show.
Yeah. Also, I'm glad that I know what the sound clip's going to be for this episode. I forgot he's married to Susan Sarandon. Good for him. Shawshank Redemption is like a good classic film whenever I've seen that. When I was out in Alaska, that was playing when I was working out at the gym, and I ended up like watching the whole thing again. Fun film.
It was cool getting to see it in theaters because that's the movie they would play on television all the time.
Yeah.
So I'd probably seen it like 5 times on television.
Oh, my favorite thing, like the TNT dubs where they'd have him say egg roll instead of asshole. Ooh,
Yeah.
God, I miss those days.
Yeah, saying it in a voice that's really different from normal.
Hey, what are you doing there, egg roll?
Like the different audios in this friggin' movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that all segues pretty well into the recommendations and plugs.
Recommendations.
Luke, we gotta go to you first. We know what you're gonna do.
Oh yeah, see, Do the Right Thing, and also like Do the Right Thing is a Spike Lee joint. It's really good. It was not quite what I expected. It was a lot funnier than I was expecting.
Oh, was
it
that
to
your first
be.
time seeing it?
Yeah, it was my first time seeing it.
Yeah, it is
Hell
a
yeah.
fantastic film.
Because I was kind of used to, usually his movies are very angry, but this was almost a straight up comedy. It wasn't a straight up comedy, but it was like
it's pretty funny.
well, it felt almost.
Danny Yellow is
Danny Aiello
amazing
was
in
great,
that.
and yeah, it felt almost like a bunch of little vignettes, kind of like Coffee and Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like it felt kind of like that. Like they put a story
Yeah.
in there to sort of link it all together, but it's really just about the people that live in, I guess, the Bronx or whatever part of New York it takes place in, or just New York in general. But yeah, that movie was great. And also, if you live near Regal Theaters or like Regal Theater, look into getting an unlimited account. They're doing some cool shit there. They've been doing this month of classics, which is so far I've seen Doctor Strangelove, Shawshank Redemption, The Godfather, Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, I should look into that.
And then next month they're doing like a bunch of classic horror movies. Like each week is a different theme of like types of horror movies, like slashers, god monsters, regular monsters.
I have not seen The Changeling. I think I gotta do that this year finally.
The Star Trek, the original series episode.
No, the movie. Well, yeah, that one too. It is a good movie series. The one from the 60s with what's the name of that actor? Something Robert guy. But yeah, it's supposed to be like a good.
The great Robert Guy.
Great Robert Guy.
I am Robert Guy, the great thespian.
I'd look it up, but I haven't seen it. I'm not going to recommend it. What I'm going to recommend, and this is to dovetail off our last episode when I had Zach on for Super Sentai, I recommended Into the Breach because past guest Billy Dean just gifted to me because he had an extra copy from a Humble Bundle. And I recommend him, like, I haven't played it. I just know this is going to be a good game. I've played the shit out of that game now. Into the Breach is so fucking good. It's like a tactical RPG that's a mix between, like, Fire Emblem and Advance Wars. But it has roguelike elements where basically you go through a different timeline each time and you can get different equipment. But, like, the strategy and the different teams you can build, it's good. It is a really good game. Especially coming off Balatro, it's like kind of been my what do they call that drug that when you're getting off morphine or off
methadone?
Yeah, it's my methadone basically.
Go down to the methadone clinic on Monday.
She was 15. Yeah, it's I'm coming back to recommend Into the Breach after playing it. It's a good game. Love Into the Breach. Thanks, Billy Dean.
All right. One of my favorite artists recently released a new album. Jens Lekman put out Songs for Other People's Wedding. Lovely little pop album. Highly recommend it. Just a very fun listen.
We love Jens.
We do. He wrote Moth RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
And that song isn't anything else.
Yeah. History of the Universe Part 2, I want to say. That's what it's called.
Oh, How We Met, the long version.
Oh, the long version. Okay. Yeah. Great song. Great artist. But yeah, Nick, any recommendation? It can be anything. It can be a feeling. It can be a...
Oh, yeah, no, I absolutely recommend. They pulled it out of the vault, but it's Frank Zappa had a whole live concert he did. It was going to be televised, and it got thrown away, and they just posthumously undug it, but it is a phenomenal recording and live session. Cheaper than cheap. Just came out like a month or two ago.
It's an Eddie and Flo era, isn't it?
It's George Duke and Pauline Murphy Brock. I don't know. I'm forgetting her dang name. The only lady that had in the band, but it's really fun. It's post Flo and Eddie, but it's very upbeat. Pauline Murphy Brock is having an absolute blast, and it's surprising me by becoming a lot of my favorite versions of a lot of his songs. And it's, I think, the last hurrah before he started getting just kind of dark.
So like post like there. Apostrophe sort of stuff. Yeah, I like Apostrophe. Yeah. It's kind of like I love his like earlier stuff, like with the Mothers of Invention before he fully took over. But his sillier stuff on like Apostrophe and Overnight Sensation are pretty cool.
Yeah, I love Overnight Sensations. I got to listen to that.
Yeah, it is.
My favorite really thing is when somebody's getting Frank Zappa, because I had a friend asking for recommendations. Like, you listen to just one song. It's called Billy the Mountain. That's all you need. It's 35 minutes. It's my favorite thing in the world.
If you like that, it has that same energy.
You know what? I'm going to put that recommendation there. Go Google it, Spotify, whatever you use. Just type in Billy the Mountain, Frank Zappa. Listen to the whole 35 minutes. You'll thank me later, I think. Maybe. You might not like it.
One of the first concept albums. Except for it got delayed by the same publisher for, I think,
Beatles they had that
reason.
One sculptor / claymation artist that did all of the kind of pictures for it too, which are really cool when you go back and look at them. But yeah,
I say "Treble Every Day" from Freak Out is
that's really good,
best song. But I would attribute that more to the Mothers of Invention than just Frank Zappa.
Yeah, and you know what? What a great catalog. I know people got their opinions on them, but you'll find something you like from them. But I feel like
he was also the Pope on Ren and Stimpy. One episode, Powdered Toast Man episode.
Yeah. Yep. Whatever happened to John Kay? He didn't do anything weird, right?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. I feel like, listen, the old Ren and Stimpy was good because of a bunch of different writers and animators. You can separate certain art from artists. I don't know why.
It also went on for a couple of years after they fired him. It was different. I'm not going to say that it was worse. I'm also not going to say it was better. Yeah. It was definitely like, I don't know. Yeah, fuck John Kay.
Yeah.
We can all agree, fuck John Kay, and nobody likes Adult Party cartoon.
Yeah. I think that's a good note to leave on. Thanks again for joining us, Nick. We'll have you back for Erotic Ghost Story.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks for having
it's
me.
going to happen if Podzooky keeps going. So either sorry in advance or it's going to be an amazing film, I think. But
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a rock growth story, but apparently it was inspired by the Witches of Eastwick. So that's probably a good
I
sign.
do love the Witches of Eastwick. That's a great George Miller movie.
Like, this isn't hot enough. Let's
Jack
make it
Nicholson's in
right.
it for some reason too, just hanging out. But yeah,
Share.
I think let's see what What I keep saying. Let's see what in sign we land when we count down to close this out. Let's just all make up one this time when we get to the end of it. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
I can't
go!
believe I have to
Poppy.
defend Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
Poor Jimmy. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording on that one.
We regret that you have not yet complied with our order.
This show has been brought to you by Machine Culture.
The words get stuck in my throat.